Let's rewind to 2008. A young Taylor Swift releases her second album, Fearless, and everything changes. At just 18, Taylor was already rewriting the rules of country and pop music, blending heartfelt storytelling with catchy melodies that stuck with you long after the song ended. This wasn't just an album. It was a cultural phenomenon, capturing the hearts of millions with stories of first love, heartbreak, and courage. Fearless became the soundtrack to growing up for an entire generation, echoing through bedrooms, car rides, and school dances. Songs like Love Story and You Belong With Me became anthems for anyone who ever felt like an underdog. These tracks weren't just hits, they were lifelines, giving voice to feelings so many were afraid to say out loud. Taylor's honesty and relatability made her feel like a friend, not just a superstar. She invited fans into her world, sharing her hopes, fears, and dreams with an openness that was rare and refreshing. Fearless spent 11 weeks at #1, won Album of the Year at the Grammys, and turned concerts into massive sing-alongs. The album's success was unprecedented, breaking records and making Taylor a household name almost overnight. But the real magic was how Taylor built a community. Fans felt seen, heard, and valued. She created a safe space where everyone could belong, no matter who they were or where they came from. The theme of being fearless wasn't just about romance, it was about resilience and daring to dream big. Taylor inspired a generation to stand tall, speak up, and chase their own dreams, no matter the obstacles. Taylor's message of strength and self-belief resonated in every lyric. Her words became a source of comfort and motivation, reminding fans that they too could be fearless. Little did anyone know, she'd soon need that same fearless spirit to fight for the very music that defined this era. The journey was far from over, and new challenges were just around the corner. The stage was set for a battle that would change everything, and Taylor was ready to face it head-on, with the same courage that made Fearless unforgettable. Imagine pouring your soul into music. Every lyric, every chord, every late night spent perfecting your sound. You put your heart on the line, hoping your songs will connect with people and maybe even change lives. But then you discover a harsh truth. You don't actually own the music you created. The songs that mean everything to you are legally someone else's property. In the music industry, master recordings, the official versions of songs, are often owned by record labels, not the artists who wrote and performed them. These masters are the keys to how music is used, sold, and remembered. As a teenager, Taylor Swift signed with Big Machine label group, a move that seemed like a dream come true, but it meant giving up ownership of her first 6 albums' masters. She wrote and performed every song, but the label had the final say in how her music was used, licensed, or sold. Her creative control was limited. Taylor always hoped to buy her masters back one day, but in 2019, those masters were sold to Scooter Braun, a powerful industry figure, without her knowledge or consent. Suddenly, her most personal work, her stories, her memories, were in the hands of someone she didn't trust or choose. It was like someone buying your diary and deciding what to do with your most private thoughts without your permission. For Taylor, this wasn't just a business deal, it was deeply personal, a loss that cut to the core of her identity as an artist. Taylor spoke out publicly, using her platform to highlight why it matters for artists to own their art and control their own stories. She faced a crossroads: accept the loss and move on, or stand up and fight for what she believed in. True to form, Taylor chose to fight back, refusing to let her story be controlled by others. She decided to do something no one at her level had ever done before: take back her narrative in a bold, unprecedented way. The world watched as Taylor prepared to reclaim her story, inspiring millions of fans and fellow artists alike. This was about more than music. It was about creative freedom, ownership, and the right to decide your own legacy. Taylor was ready to rewrite the rules and show the world what it means to truly own your story. Taylor's answer? It was bold, creative, and completely unprecedented in the modern music industry. She decided to re-record every song from her first 6 albums, painstakingly recreating each track, note for note, to create new masters she would finally own. She called these new recordings Taylor's version, inviting fans to join her on this groundbreaking journey of artistic reclamation. It was a massive undertaking, requiring months of dedication, but Taylor's fiercely loyal fan base rallied behind her every step of the way. Swifties launched passionate campaigns to stream and buy only Taylor's version, transforming her mission into a global movement for artist empowerment. This wasn't just about nostalgia or reliving the past. It was about supporting an artist's right to her own work and standing up for creative ownership. Taylor sweetened the deal by adding From the Vault tracks, unreleased songs from each era, giving fans even more to celebrate. Fans got to experience hidden chapters of her story, discovering new layers and memories, making each re-recording an event in itself. The industry was skeptical, doubting whether fans would embrace the new versions, but Taylor's connection with her audience proved unstoppable. The re-recordings quickly became a symbol of fairness, creative control, and the power of standing up for what's right. By starting with Fearless, she returned to the era that taught her and her fans to be brave, to dream big, and to fight for what matters. Each new release was more than just music. It was a statement of resilience, independence, and hope for artists everywhere. Taylor was reclaiming her past, one song at a time, rewriting her own story on her own terms. The excitement was electric. Fans weren't just revisiting old favorites, they were making history alongside her, united in purpose. Taylor's gamble was about to pay off in ways no one could have predicted, inspiring a new generation of artists and fans alike. The world was ready for Taylor's version, and the movement she sparked was only just beginning. In April 2021, Fearless, Taylor's version, dropped, and the impact was immediate. It debuted at #1, outperforming the original and proving fans' loyalty. Taylor's voice was stronger, the emotion intact, and the new From the Vault tracks thrilled listeners. The project wasn't just a success, it was a revolution. Each subsequent re-recording, Red, Speak Now, 1989, became a cultural event, breaking records and dominating charts. Taylor's version albums made the old masters less valuable. Fans and studios chose the new, artist-owned versions. Taylor had flipped the script, turning a loss into a masterclass in strategy. She showed the world the power of resilience and fan connection. The music industry took notice. Artists could fight back and win. Taylor's journey was inspiring a new era of creative empowerment. She was no longer just reclaiming her music, she was changing the game. In May 2025, Taylor announced the ultimate victory. She had bought back her original masters. After years of fighting, she struck a deal with Shamrock Capital, reclaiming her first 6 albums and more. Taylor called it her greatest dream come true, a moment of pure vindication. Now future releases would be celebrations, not battles. The weight was lifted. Taylor was finally in control of her entire artistic legacy. Her fearless strategy and the unwavering support of her fans made it possible. Taylor's win became a beacon of hope for artists everywhere. Even as she reclaimed her past, Taylor kept breaking new ground. In 2024, the Tortured Poets Department spent 17 weeks at #1. In 2025, The Life of a Showgirl topped charts for 12 weeks. By 2026, Taylor had spent 98 weeks at #1, second only to the Beatles. She wasn't just a pop star, she was a music legend. Her special edition cardigans became symbols of each era, connecting fans to her journey. With her masters reclaimed, Taylor approached her final re-recordings with joy, not pressure. She admitted Reputation was emotionally complex, but now she could celebrate it. Taylor's story became a masterclass in artistry and business. She proved you can honor your history while building a record-breaking future. Taylor's fight for her masters sparked a global conversation about artist ownership. She made complex industry issues relatable, inspiring a new generation to demand control over their work. Her journey became a blueprint for artists everywhere, showing how to fight back and win. The success of Taylor's version changed the business, proving fan loyalty can move mountains. Record labels took notice. The power dynamic began to shift toward creators. Taylor's story is one of resilience, courage, and using your voice to create change. She turned heartbreak into her most powerful statement yet. Being fearless isn't about not being afraid, it's about leaping anyway. Taylor reclaimed her power and helped reshape the music industry for the better. Now, that's a legacy worth singing about.